Hey guys, it's Matt and only Matt from Matt and Dan's podcast. And I know we haven't uploaded anything in a long time. I actually have 2 pods that we need to upload, but I haven't. Um, there's a reason why we haven't uploaded anything, and that's exactly what this pod is about. Um, it's called The Destroyer of Pods. So it all began when I had this friend Chris. Oh shit, let's call him Comet. Well, it's too late now, but so we were into drugs, and that's all we would do was drugs. We'd get so fucked up, and then we'd get more fucked up, and talk about the last time we were fucked up. It was stupid. And so anyways, his got to a new extreme, and he got sent to rehab. So I'm left here with my drug habit. And Daniel's a good friend of mine, and I guess I have this really big flaw where I like to bring people down with me. And I guess after a while we just kind of got into it together. And Daniel never really did drugs. He was kind of like once or twice, but it was just pills and it was prescribed to him. So like we kind of got into it, and it just started getting worse and worse as the days progressed. And there was actually this incident where we had this agreement with this guy named Chongo, and he would give us pills. Well, the first day he gave them to us, drug dogs got called in, and I'm like, hey bro, we gotta swallow these. And we had 10 each, it's crazy. And so we pop them all, and I'm freaking out, I'm like, man, we gotta go puke them up. And Daniel's like, no man, let's go with it. Let's just go with it. And I'm like, screw it, let's just do it. So ever since that day, we had to take like 5 just to get a buzz. And it just got worse and worse. There was nothing we could do. It was too late to stop, and we were in too far. So, it's the weekend of 420. And by this time, we're still doing them all the time. And Daniel is strongly against smoking. Now, since he's not here, I can't tell you why, because it's kind of personal, and I don't have his permission. So let's just, he's strongly against it. And I'm like, I don't even like really weed. I don't like weed really. I'm more of a pill guy. And so I'm like, hey bro, let's go to the abandoned house. So we go to the abandoned house with our friend Kid, and we built Daniel this mask so that it's kind of like a second smoke high, and he's kind of just buzzed. And I'm like, hey man, come on, just let's each take a hit. And he's like, fine, but we both gotta stop pills. So I'm like, okay. And so we do it. We didn't really get that high, and the next day we go to school. It was hell. We stopped cold turkey. We had been doing pills for months. Every day we had to take like 5 or 6. And we just stopped. Well, your body goes into shock, and I start breaking down. I'm crying in class. I'm like, and I never cry. And I'm like, bro, I need drugs, man. And I start having withdrawal so bad that I have to go home. Next day, same thing happens. Next day, I go in, except I go straight to the counselor. And my counselor is like my best friend. She's awesome. And I'm talking to her about it, and she's like, I think you need to see the nurse, you look like shit. So I go to the nurse, and guess who's there? Daniel. Our blood pressure's horribly low. We have to go to the hospital. I'm shaking, I have the sweats. One of my pupils isn't working right. So anyways, all this shit happens, and we're talking. I'm like, man, I'm so sorry. And I'm not blaming all this on me, because it is partially Daniel's fault. He chose what he wanted and wanted not to do. But, I really did get him into it, and I'm sorry. So anyways, we get sent home, and we have to go to the hospital. I can't come back to school until I get a release from the doctor. And Daniel's brother comes into town, and so I'm not allowed to see him anymore, which really sucks, because I've known him for 8 years. He's like my brother. We do everything together, and it sucks. Drugs really do tear things apart. Just don't let your life get wrapped around them. And basically that's why we can't do pods anymore, is because we can't see each other. And it is my fault. I'm the destroyer of pods, and I'm extremely sorry. I'm sorry to Daniel. I'm sorry to myself. I'm sorry to everyone I hurt. And I don't know if we ever really did have fans. The only viewers are like our friends and ourselves. But if we did have that one fan who listened to our pods and actually touched their lives, I'm so sorry. I really am. I just had a problem, and maybe it'll be a life changer. Maybe it won't. I don't know yet. And I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I should have never brought Daniel down with me. I should have never got wrapped in that. So just a little pod trying to explain the situation. I hope you guys understand. I mean, if you don't, I deserve it. And it really sucks too. We were about to get all into our pod. I just bought this awesome microphone, got this awesome program. We had been on YouTube for a while, so YouTube was updating our profile so we could have like a more professional one. And it just really sucks, you know. Maybe me and Daniel can get together another day. I mean, we still hang out. He sneaks out. Fuck it, you know. And maybe we can do a pod sometime. But I'm really sorry, guys. And I hope this explained what happened. Alright, guys. Later.